Welcome back to Rachel's Fit Pilates. We are going to get started today lying on our backs. We'll have our feet on the wall, hip distance apart, and hips will be right underneath the knees. We'll start by holding our head, and we're going to flex up and come back down, and we'll do that for 10. So simple exercise to just get started. So we're flexing up, just bringing that upper back off the mat or the ground. And you want to press into your feet. This will help you feel like you can really get a good contraction as you flex up. Halfway, we'll do 5 more. Great, from here we're going to bring our arms up towards the ceiling. Palms are facing away. We're going to flex up and hold for 1, 2, 3, and come back down, and we'll do that for 10. Press through those feet, flex up, hold for 1, 2, 3, and lower down. And again, and down. So this helps with muscular endurance for the abs, so we gotta stay up there, stay contracted through those 3-second holds, and then come back down. And if you'd like to do the breath, you can exhale as you come up, inhale, lower. And exhale as we come up and hold, inhale, lower back. Last one. Now same arms, but we're just gonna bring one leg towards us, holding for 3, and then the other leg. So we'll just alternate back and forth for 10. So let's begin. So flexing up, knee comes towards you, lower down. And I want you to think about keeping that low back into the mat or close to it. This will help you get more of an engagement through the lower abs versus just the hip flexor of the knee coming towards you. Last 2. Okay, let's bring our hands by our ears. We're gonna do a twist. So bring one knee towards you as the opposite elbow comes closer, and then go to the other side, and same thing. We're gonna repeat that for 10 with that little hold. Flexing up for 1, 2, 3, come back down, and then other side, and back down. Try to keep the elbows open here and feel like that upper body is twisting, rotating, so we'll get a little more obliques into this exercise. Last one. Okay, now you can scoot a little closer if you need to. We're gonna bridge up and then hold one leg up, point it towards the ceiling, and you're gonna go side to side, and we'll go back and forth for 10. So let's begin. You can start with just a small line back and forth, and then as you feel more comfortable, you can make it bigger. The further you bring your leg away, the more work it is for your core. Last one. Let's put the foot down, and then we're gonna switch sides. So now pointing the other foot up and back and forth for 10. We want to be as stable and steady here as we can. That's where we really get that core work in. Great job. Let's put the foot down. Now we're gonna roll back down and go into some more flexing up, some more crunching type work. Let's bring our arms up, and then palms will be facing in. We're gonna flex up as one arm comes back, one arm comes down, and then alternate the arms, so switch the arms each time. So we'll do 10 like this, and we'll do that little hold as well. So flex up and hold for 1, 2, 3, come back down. Other arm switches for 1, 2, 3, and down. So when we have that weight of the arm by our head, that makes it more challenging for the abs And then the next one, we're gonna have both arms right by our head. So that's gonna be even more work. Okay, now we're gonna put both arms either right by our head with them extended, or you could bend the elbows with the hands straight. We're gonna flex up and come down, so your choice. Let's begin. So flex up and hold for 1, 2, 3, come back down. Now, if you're starting to feel neck strain, you could hold your head in your hands for these as well. As your abs get stronger, that should improve, but I want you to be able to do the flexing up part, so holding your head in your hands is totally fine. Okay, now we're gonna bring our hands down. Hands are by our ears again. So holding our head, and then we're gonna do that twist for another 10 reps. So coming to one side as knee comes in, and then go to the opposite side. You do wanna be keeping those elbows wide, and just think about bringing that opposite shoulder to the opposite knee. To really have the abs work here, we wanna be bringing that shoulder blade off and closer to that knee. Great job, we've got 2 more. Okay, and come down. Now you can scoot forward if you need to. We're gonna do another bridge, a little core stability work here. So let's bridge up. One leg comes up towards the ceiling, and now we're gonna circle around. We'll go 5 one way and 5 the other way. So let's begin. So the big things here, keeping stable and steady, and start with small circles, but as you progress, try to make them bigger and see if you can still be stable. And let's go the other way for 5. Place that foot down, we'll go to the other side. So stay lifted and we'll circle for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other way, 1, 2, point that toe up towards the ceiling. Feel that length through the foot. And place that foot down, and let's come back down. So I want you to scoot away and then bring your feet down. So those hips are not underneath the knees, and your feet are lower than your knees. Arms are gonna be up. I'm gonna show you 2 versions. Arms come up, you come up part way, come back down. The full version, arms come up, press through those feet to help you roll up, then press through those feet to help you roll down nice and controlled. If you can't get up, try bring your hips further back or your feet down. You may need to play around with it, or do the half range and work up to the full one. Let's go for 5. So arms come up, we roll up, then we tuck that tailbone and roll all the way down. If you're doing the half range, you'll be able to do more reps than this. Let's go again. So rolling up, press through those feet. Those feet will really help you with coming up and with lowering down controlled. And with the breath, we want to breathe in and then exhale as we flex up. Inhale, start to lower, and then exhale, bring those arms back down. And again, inhale here, exhale, flex up. And then inhale, so we tuck that tailbone, exhale, bring the arms back. And we have 1 left. This is such a great exercise for the rectus abdominis, that 6-pack muscle. So much crunching here, so much contracting, so I love this one. All right, let's go into the 100. So you can scoot your hips closer towards the wall, and then we're gonna flex up and then do small vertical pulses with the arms. The whole point is to just stay flexed up and contracted that whole time. So let's go for 100. So with the breath, we try to inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale through the mouth for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just repeat like that. If you need to take a break, that is absolutely fine. Or if you're feeling strain in your neck, you can hold your head in your hands and just do small crunches. And we have 30 seconds left. This would be a great routine to repeat so that you can see if you've progressed in strength. It is fun to try different routines, but to challenge your muscles in the same way and progressively challenge them is the best way to build strength. You'll notice things like being able to stay flexed up for longer, not having it hurt your neck, and feeling like you can do more repetitions without getting tired. Great, all right, all set. So let's bring the head down. We just have one more exercise. So we're gonna sit up. Feet are gonna be up against the wall. So the toes are curled under, hands are underneath the shoulders, and knees are underneath the hips. Now watch a slight adjustment. I'm going to tuck my pelvis. This will help us keep those abs engaged and not let that low back arch. And from here, we're gonna lift up and hold for 1, 2, 3, and then come back down. So we'll do 5 holds like this. So let's lift up and hold for 1, 2, 3, come back down. And again, coming up for 1, 2, 3, and down. And up for 1, 2, 3, and down. Try to keep those abs in here. Up for 1, 2, 3, and down. And up for 1, 2, 3, and down. Great job. All right, let's just do a little stretch. So we're gonna flex through the back, drawing those abs in, feeling that length through the back. And then from here, we're gonna let that stomach hang. So then we're gonna do the opposite. So going into extension through the back, and then feeling those ab muscles in the front, feel stretch and length. So taking a few breaths here. Now you can bring your arms forward. We're gonna sit back on our feet, and then you can round that spine, feeling that length through the spine again for a shell stretch. We'll hold for a few breaths. Now we'll sit up. You can bring your arms overhead, and then we're gonna stretch that stomach again. So a well-deserved stretch for those ab muscles, feeling that length through the front here. And then bring your arms down. You're all set. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the workout, and I hope you join me again.